It's the usual cast of suspects.
This is Mining News, and today we have a story about the Steve Miller Band joining with a number of investment bankers and with the junior mining companies, and they are coming out with a new hit. It's going to be called Go On, Take the Money and Run.
Wait, I'm hearing there's breaking news at the North Pole. Apparently Santa Claus has come out and said that Christmas is going to be canceled because all the gold
Is gone!
We're going to go to the North Pole for this new and exciting story. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to all my friends in the gold business, the CEOs, the buy side, the sell side, investment bankers, to my friends at Western, the Toronto Nomads, my friends at Northern. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. But we have a problem. I've looked at all the Christmas letters and they all ask for gold. And the gold has vanished. Just this one bar of gold remains. And this is from Mrs. Santa. We think that some master villain may have stolen all of the gold so they can take over the world. We are going to visit mines around the world using my time machine to look for clues.
We leave the North Pole and go to Serapalá, Brazil.
So, who took all the gold? Was it the CEOs, the fund bankers, or the analysts? Who took the gold? Ah! Good job sniffing out the first clue. It looks like the villains have left their digging sticks behind. They use these digging sticks to take all the gold out of this giant pit. I've seen how people use these sticks. They go whack, whack. It was a colossal disappointment looking for gold at Serapalá, so we went to Veladero. The villains must have left in a rush. They left some food. They must have seen those orange coats a mile away. Rubber chicken. It's been chewed. Shrimp tempura. Very tasty, but it's empty. Went from Veladero to Ecuador. You riffraff! Stand at attention! 10 years later, and there's still no gold. Who knows where the gold is? Santa had to ride a boat up the headwaters of the Amazon to get to Fruta del Norte. From FDN, we flew to Corriente. No gold there. In fact, nobody was there. It's just a copper mine. We went back in time to 9/11, to Hemlo, when there was gold there. Another clue. These villains must be thirsty. Oh, rum from Cuba. Ooh, McKillop, 1976 single malt scotch. These villains have good taste. And a completely empty bottle of Captain Morgan.
Sean!
We left Hemlo going to look for clues in Turkey. We went before Kishlodag was built, so we just went for food, to visit some ruins, and look for missiles. Did go to Chiali, which is a copper mine, so there was no gold there. We flew back to Meadowbank in Canada. Just like home up there. Beautiful. Santa interviewed a lot of people, analysts, and portfolio managers, and they think the pair of supervillains are CEOs. We took a quick trip to Guatemala, but we only found silver. There we found another clue. Santa has great legs. He keeps his sporran polished. He looks good, fit, and trim for Mrs. Santa. These villains must have tied these sheets together so they can lower themselves into the mine to take the gold. These villains must be very experienced sheet climbers. Oh, I'm the only time machine again! Santa played rugby with the Nomads for 20 years. There were golden moments, but no gold here. Santa spent the early part of his career up on the Cadillac Break prospecting for gold, so he decided to go and look for the supervillains and the gold up near Canadian Malartic. There were an awful lot of CEOs up in Canadian Malartic. Rusin, Brzezinski, Telford, Chuck, Boyd, Maroney, and more. And when I asked them who they thought the supervillains were, and where the gold was, they said they thought it was the gold analysts. Santa did his geology undergrad at the University of Western, where all of the best geologists are trained. I decided to go back to Western and talk to some of the geologists to see if they knew who the supervillain was. They said the supervillain did not go to Western, but they also thought they rode some sort of bike.
So I've got all the clues that we got around the world, and now what I'm going to do is go into the time machine and pull out the Tony the Tiger Super Duper Cat Book
Villain.
free with every box. Now what you're supposed to do, it says on the instructions, is you're supposed to put everything in to the clue in the box. So first of all, rabbit chicken.
I guess Santa does like frosted flakes.
Please hang up and try again.
If you turn the box sideways, it tells you who the supervillains are.
It's Joe Hamilton and Joe Conway.
Santa, please hurry! There's two goofy-looking supervillains outside my house!
We got an anonymous tip the villains were playing golf. So we decided to go north. The time machine was actually broken, so we had to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, Rudolph, let's turn around. Hi-ho, Silver! Away! We arrived at Supervillain Golf Course and started looking for the supervillains. There should be 3 off the tee. They must be the supervillains. Look at what they asked their accountant to do.
Another hole-in-one, Mr. Supervillain. I think that's a gimme. Villain 2.
This must be what supervillains do in their spare time. I saw the supervillains in the sand trap. When they saw me, they jumped in their high-speed vehicle and took off. At that point, I sent Deputy Santa after them. These supervillains are ruthless. They're throwing stuffed animals at Deputy Santa. Another stuffed animal. Over and over again. And if that's not enough, they're gonna run over the stuffed animals. Oh my god, this is horrible. It's Thelma and Louise. Pretty old and decrepit looking supervillains. Deputy Santa lost his supervillains, so we went back to the clubhouse.
Everyone steps around! Slightly confused. Cross them now, dig behind enemy lines like a war correspondent. Slaps itself, got to be chain! Go! Be still, my beaten bunny! They rooted around the underwear drawer for that one and came out with a charming bra and knickers. Oh, and there's a fight. Fisticuffs, handbags, but everyone's calmed down.
He shoots!
Kindly
He
Canadian. Thank you very much,
scores!
sir.
Deputy Santa, come over here. I have a cunning plan.
What plan's that, Santa?
A beer trap. Young lady, can you help us?
Absolutely! Anything for you, Santa.
Can you put a couple of beers on the counter?
No problem.
Oh, wonderful. Now if you see 2 supervillains, just be careful.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Oh, it's a beer trap. Beer? There's no beer. Beer, come on back. Come on back. We got the beer. We got everything we need. You two are creating a permit. I have to take you to the North Pole. Okay, we'll take our beers with us. Take my beer.
Gold diggers.
Nearly stole Christmas, but now you're off the nice list. You are naughty, naughty boys.
Sorry, Santa.
There are going to be consequences for naughty boys at Christmas time.
Don't put me on the naughty list.
Don't tell my wife.
Only if you promise to give back all the gold.
We promise, Santa.
And promise you'll never do anything naughty ever again.
We promise, Santa.
Okay, in that case, Christmas is saved, and we'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas!
Whoa, watch your wall! Whoa, Molly, whoa!
There you go. Answer.
your tail. Ah, it's under the trap. Okay, Deputy Santa, arrest these gentlemen. Red-handed. Red-handed. Wait. You guys are off to the North Pole. Oh, you are naughty.
Hey, you two, you're supposed to be practicing your parts. Get a room. Cut it out.